Hey guys, and welcome to my very first Gran Turismo 7 YouTube video. I'm starting off with this clip because I need to convince you guys that I'm a good driver. Like, watch how this Mercedes has nothing on me. Nothing on me, nothing on us at all. Anyway, the clips that you're about to see were recorded on the 1st of April. 1st of April was April Fool's Day, and I think the game was just out to get me. Honestly, it didn't really go well. It didn't go well. So I have to show you I'm a good driver. But first, there's something at the back. Hold on. There's something at the back. What is that?
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god! What is that?
Anyway, straight into the action. First race of the day after qualifying for 3rd on the starting grid. As we're going to see, it's just going to be calamity from the start. Chaos. Slipping from 3rd all the way to 10th position. It's unacceptable. I don't think we can't. Not like this. So on to the next race, starting in 6th position, a false start there. But it's a great start. We have to keep our foot off the brake, at least in sim racing. In real life, that's not what you're gonna do. But still, there's going to be a lot of chaos and a lot of carnage. We have to see that again. There's no way. We need to know what exactly happened. So, from the French driver's perspective, I'm right ahead in the green car. It's my belief that the South African in the red Mazda caused all of the chaos. Look at that. Just knocking everyone around. It's unfortunate in this class of drivers, I'm rated a Class C driver, that will still see this shameful and toddler-like ramming, as we can see right here. Just complete chaos. Anyway, now in 7th position, trying to make sure we can save the car. We are driving a Mazda Roadster, by the way. We are on the hard compound, the sports hard, not necessarily the racing compound. As you can see, quite aggressive drivers on the track today. We are on the Tsukuba circuit. And the Frenchman, not quite satisfied in slipping into 7th, going to try and come back a little bit more aggressive here and try to knock us out of the race. However, karma gets the best of him. You can see the Italian in 7th getting a 0.5 second penalty. We're able to hold our 6th place as we move into the 2nd lap, just trying to make sure we're not making any silly mistakes, keeping the car on the curb, on lower gears, just trying to rotate it. Now the drivers ahead, not so fast on this last start of the circuit, so we're able to make up a few tenths in time just to get closer to them. Just trying to be a little aggressive as they are, but also being cautious, not trying to get any penalties. But at this point you question yourself, where are the stewards? Because there weren't any penalties being handed out. I mean, look what's happening in front of the track. Okay, we're gonna go for a move here first. We're just gonna try and get through, which we're able to do successfully. And now sitting in 5th position as we come to this hairpin. Not too slow, not fast at all. I really need to work on my throttle control because if you've noticed, when we're taking that turn, the engine kind of really lags behind, so to say, for lack of a better word. It really struggles to pick up, while you're turning the car. Anyway, making more tenths as we pursue the Italian, sitting in 4th. Gonna be a little more aggressive again on the inside. Unfortunately, the brakes, we didn't apply enough brakes to that, so he's gonna take back his position. We're gonna stay in 5th. We're just gonna stay along for the ride a little bit and see, how this goes. Apply pressure where we can, to be honest, because it's not easy to drive with people who really don't want to drive with you at all. Their agenda is just to push you off the track. So on the inside, we're gonna go in for the attack, and we're able to pull it off quite successfully. And now sitting in 4th position, looking quite promising so far. We're on the 4th lap, going to move into 5th. So unfortunately, our position is not going to stay there for quite long. As you can see, the Italian is not really happy with losing his place, so he's going to push us off the track. And we're going to slip all the way down into 8th position. Definitely not a good day that we're having at this point. But we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep making sure we're not making any mistakes. Gonna try and push the car really hard, even though it's not the easiest to control around the track. Yeah, coming up on the long straight. Again, just trying to be a little bit more aggressive, a little contact with the German driver, and a little aggression from the other German driver. However, we're able to move into 7th place. This will go. Can we get a top 5 finish in this race? I don't know. Stay tuned and find out. Anyway, pushing the car real hard as we move to the 7th lap. You can see we are taking on the curb. Applying the brakes quite hard there, just trying to make sure we're not ramming Katie and Chris. I think driving within this class needs a lot of patience, because how the rating system works is that, with the places that you gain doing races from where you started, your driver rating increases. So if you finish the race a couple of places down, your rating decreases. And if you finish a couple of places up from the position you started, your rating increases. So I think you can understand my frustration here when I say I'm really trying to push the car as hard as I can. And as you'll see here, in the next couple of corners, we're really trying to push as hard as we can to keep our 6th position, actually. Sorry. Even though we started a couple of places. Actually, in this race, we started 6th and we're now 6th. So, final lap, a little bit of violence from the German driver behind us. But we're going to keep cool. Taking on the corner. A little bit far away from the curb, but that's alright. We're able to get the car rotated. Now, unfortunately, I don't know the names of these turns. There's a lot of races we will do. But if I say, as we get past Dunlop tire, just understand. So it's going to be a drag race at this point between myself and Katie and Chris. I have the momentum, so I'm able to get ahead. So it's all about timing on this corner. However, we're not going to do that very well, because the German driver is on the inside. Despite flooring the accelerator, we get pushed off the track, and he's able to get 6th place, and we're on 7th. So naturally, we'll go back into qualifying to try and get a better time, so we can start higher up in the grid. However, the game just pulled a massive April Fool's. My best time so far being a 1:04.159 around this track. It was just not my day. It just wasn't my day. No matter how hard I pushed, we're not really able to get the corners right, the exits as good as we want to, but I think we did our best for this day. Just trying to string the different corners and the lessons I've learned throughout the races that we've done, put them all together and just try and put on a perfect lap. So this is just to show you going around the track solo, putting in the effort to try and qualify to be further up the starting grid. Not taking the very last corner or hairpin of the track well. And again. And again. At this point, it's okay. We'll just hop into the next race and hope for the best. So this time, luckily, we're able to start on the first in pole position. Just hoping that we can get away from all the chaos, all the madness that's there at the back. Reasonably, the person in P2 is, a sensible driver. Someone who's probably gonna give me a little bit of competition, at least rather than shamefully ramming me off the track. Yeah, not taking the hairpin very well, but still able to maintain first. P2 just about a second behind us. Notice we've changed the color of the car. I don't know, for hopes that we're gonna get a better time. We're gonna sit in a better position or be better placed to win the race, obviously. But of course, the gentleman behind me applying the pressure. At this point, I'm sweating. I'm just wondering, what exactly could go wrong. And so, as we headed into the 7th lap of the race, is where everything now just began to go sideways. And just being pushed off. And ramming into the wall, unfortunately. My wheel went dead for a second. I really don't understand what happened, so it was very difficult to get back onto the track. But there are the stewards. Surprisingly making an appearance on the race to finish 7th. Not a very good day, is it? So we move on to daily race B in hopes for a better finish. Driving the Audi R8 LMS 2019, looking all good in my helmet as we begin the race in 5th position. 5 laps around the circuit in Catalunya, Barcelona. Now, completely forgetting to brake and rear-ending the Porsche right ahead of me, driven by the Spaniard, and unnecessary and aggressive pressure being applied by the toddler of a driver in the Mazda. As we're going to see, it's a very, very annoying car, a very annoying sounding car. Making way for us is a Porsche, the Mazda itself. We're able to move into 5th position, right behind the Spaniard. Now, I haven't really been driving around this track, so not much practice has happened. My qualifying time, not the best. I think it was a 1:47. And some of the fastest racers in the world are posting 1 minute 40 seconds, 1 minute 41. And once again, I think my claim is that the game is just pulling one big April Fool's joke here. So rear-ending the Porsche, and he's trying to get his revenge. Unfortunately, I'm not a very good driver on this specific day, and so the Porsche able to regain his position. And we're gonna head into the second lap in 6th position. position, one position down from where we started. Two Porsches up in front fighting, and one of them almost knocking me off the track. The Spaniard getting a 0.5 second penalty as we come up the first corner of the game. And as we thought it could get any better, just getting knocked off the track by more shameful driving in a completely different server. How much worse could this day get? How much worse could this race weekend get for the boys at the Audi factory? Anyway, watching more chaos as the Porsches battle it out for the worst driver. Some pressure being applied by the BMW. This is the endurance model. See, it's a drag race where side to side, but able to get an advantage, but not for long, because I completely forget how to use my brakes. The Porsche applied more pressure from the back, the Italian driver. As we get onto the straight, you can see the Mazda serving its penalty finally. And just veering off the track for the fear of the Mazda coming back to cause more chaos. However, it's the Porsche, the Italian, who will cause chaos for me. And the ringing of the Mazda right back. I'm trying to hold on to my 9th position, being aggressive. Of course, that was just pure frustration. Trust me, I wouldn't do this in real life. Don't try this at home. Picking up a 5-second penalty. I mean, where were the stewards when I needed them most, when I was being knocked and pushed off the track? Anyway, serving my 5-second penalty, my very painful 5-second penalty. As we come up to this very tricky corner, it's a very weird angle. In my experience, I've not really been able to get it right as we turn to this long right corner. And unfortunately, completely losing my grip and into the wall. So slipping into 12th place as we get into the 4th lap. I don't even know if I should continue with this race at this point. You just feel like quitting. But, we fight on, we don't give up. Picking up another penalty. A position up though. So now sitting in 11th place as we are behind the Supra. Not able to hold on for long though. That race is over, we're not going back there, we're done. So next race, starting in 3rd, right behind a Nissan GTR, and of course the very annoying Mazda who has to make their presence known. More shameful ramming, more chaos, as we slip into 6th position. Now you may notice my flag is British, even though I'm Kenyan. However, the game doesn't have Kenya as a country, so yeah, we're racing as a British driver. The Porsche off the track, the nightmare, is finally off the track. Moving further forward, in 5th position, the 0.5 second penalty. We seem to be picking them like popcorn at this point. Getting off the track and completely losing control of the car. Shamefully, quite shamefully, crawling, desperate. It's embarrassing at this point. But I have to assure you guys, I'm a good driver. I really am a good driver. Like I showed you at the beginning of this video, the overtakes I was making, it's just unfortunate that today wasn't my day, or at least April 1st wasn't my day. Anyway, 12th position, just trying to finish with some dignity, or even just finishing the race. But the game said no. Anyway, as we move on to the final race of the day, I just wanted to show you the lap where I was able to, pull everything together from my mistakes and everything. I feel it was my best lap. It was turned out to be the final lap of this race. The wrap, oh my god. But just hoping you guys can enjoy it. And I think until next time, cheers guys. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you enjoyed the video. As for now,